16th of May is when we have the Taurus New Moon. The Taurus New Moon will actually be at 25 degrees. This is a little bit past it. And with this Taurus New Moon, there is where you think it, say it, and start to build it. It becomes real because, again, Taurus is very tangible energy. Anytime you have a new moon, it is a start of a cycle and it's a lot of manifestations. And this would really be great manifesting if you have this in your 11th house. So I always have to like move these over. So this is really great for all of my Cancer risings. If you are a Cancer rising, maybe even in Cancer, I'm a Cancer, go ahead and try to manifest everything you can because this is in the house of your hopes and dreams. So that works out really well for you. Now, this new moon is going to happen exactly at 1 p.m. So I would manifest before that or the day before. Any type of rituals you do for the new moon, like cleansing, this is an earth energy. So I would go for a walk. I would go be with nature. But while you're with nature and you're connecting your ground, you're touching the earth, then do your manifestations. Anything you want to write down, writing it down would be great because it's sitting next to Mercury. Anyway, this new moon in Taurus is all about money, stability, long term security. What are you actually building? This is about making a financial plan, loving yourself, being sensual. Everything you touch, smell, see, that's very Taurus energy. Maybe having a character check, meaning that are you too stubborn? Are you too lazy? Because both of those is very Taurus energy. Maybe that needs to be changed. A great time to persevere. Even though you would say stubborn is on one side of the coin, on the other side is actually staying and persevering. It's something that needs to be patient energy and dependable at the same time. So maybe you need to work on that. This new moon could be this new moon. Anytime you have a moon in May, it is a flower moon. It is a moon of the return of the frogs. And it's also called a couple's moon. So usually with this new moon, you could be very open and very with new encounters, or you could be very open about an encounter or a relationship. It's about do you want to be involved in this relationship? They call this a couple moon because this is a great time to get rid of a relationship that no longer nourishes you, or that's very toxic, because this is an energy of self-care because you are valuing yourself. Also, any type of roses is really great for a new moon. So all that Mother's Day stuff, if you got any roses, add that to any type of new moon ritual that you're doing. I just want you to understand that Taurus themes is all about self-worth, consistency, comfort, and luxury. So, like good food, any smell goods, beauty, and relaxing, like a spa, is very Taurus energy. Patience and taking your time. Again, holding on, resistance to change, having a fixed mindset is also Taurus energy. Building and growing because you have persistence. You're creating something that lasts long. The physical, tangible world because it is an earth sign. So it is about tangible items and tangible results. Also, anything that you value. It could also be about real estate, anything dealing with land and farming, consumer behavior, anything that you're buying or purchasing that deals with the aesthetics world and almost like luxuries. Anything dealing with banks, stocks. The bull is in front of the stock building in New York. So also dealing with that. Anything dealing with food supply. This could be dealing with inflation if that's a problem with you and you're dealing with that. Any type of resources and overall financial security. The new moon is going to sit here very close to Mercury. And because it's sitting close to Mercury, now you're entering the mental and the mindset added to this. So it's a mental reset and a practical reset. This is where you think it, say it, and start building it to make it real. Again, Taurus, money, stability, long term security, what you're actually building. And now you have to say it out loud. If you want to manifest any of this stuff, you want to write it down or say it out loud or text it maybe. I will write it. It's a Taurus energy, so it likes more of a traditional way of doing things. So you can write it in a journal. But because this new moon is conjunct Mercury, this could be something dealing with any type of day-to-day thinking or day-to-day travel or anything dealing with your siblings or early education. This is also anything that's dealing with emails and messages and communication. Do you want to work on your communication? Do you talk a lot? It could be dealing with something like that. Any type of short distance travel, which I said earlier, like errands, your local travel, your daily routines. Again, this is representing the youth. Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. It represents the youth. Mercury is also the ruler of Virgo, which represents small pets and servitude to others. So there could be something dealing with students, schools, learning, younger people, pranksters, social media, socializing, to also health, because Mercury rules health, and also oh yeah, servitude, like I said, okay. Even your voice and content and expression. So Taurus builds it, Mercury thinks it and says it, and it also has this in this degree of 25 degrees. Yes, 25 degrees. 25 degrees is the Aries degree. Okay. So not only is the new moon about manifesting things and starting something new, right? Then it's sitting next to Mercury, which deals with communication or day-to-day travels, which everything I just said. On top of that element, it is at 25 degrees. 25 degrees is an Aries degree. So there's going to be something new. There's going to be something that's very aggressive, impulsive, fast. Maybe it could be something dealing with you being a leader, you being an entrepreneur, or something about the physical body. But it's going to be something that either could be said and it's about your body and it's a new manifestation of it or a new start of it, or there's something that could be said to you and it could be dealing with you starting a fresh new start for real, but it's going to give you some long-term results. Okay. It's I'm building something, but I'm starting it now. That's the kind of energy. The same day that we have the new moon, we have Mars is conjunct Chiron. Anytime you have a conjunctions, that's good and bad. And this is also dealing with this new moon because it's happening in the sky. Okay. Mars and Chiron is the planet of the healer, and it also is a wounded healer, but it also is sometimes a victim. Mars is about courage, your ambition, your motives, and this activates courage, wounds, healing through action, pushing to act, triggered to change something, ready to move past something that's being holding back. Also too, this is also dealing with someone who is a wounded healer, but they're being very aggressive. Not a wounded healer, someone who's a victim and they're being really aggressive about them being a victim. Like, look at me, woe is me, and you guys are not paying attention. Pay attention, I'm gonna make you pay attention to me because I'm the victim. That kind of energy. I went all out. Acting that one out. So you do have that. Now, also, the ruler of this new moon, I just want to say, know that there is that happening, okay? While you have this emotions happening here, and the ruler of the new moon is in the sign Taurus, is Venus. Venus is in Gemini. Again, communication is very strong. Any type of networking, ideas, discussions, socializing, social media, all that is going to be huge with this. Now, this new moon has a great aspect with Jupiter. It's sextile Jupiter. So there is supportive energy, there's growth, there's emotional alignment. Maybe you're getting some support from your family. Maybe there's some opportunities that make you feel safe and aligned. Maybe there's expansion that feels natural, and it's very intuitive, or it's very emotional, or in a positive way. It's sensitive to your needs, to your physical needs. Okay. This is a great time to set some new financial goals, start something practical like a business, a routine, an investment, make an opportunity, make an important decision about stability, speaking something into existence. Okay. Now, if we're talking about the collective, because that was all personal, this is something that could be a new start about our economy, our housing, our food, our resources, or anything dealing with financial stability, new systems or plans being introduced. This could be something that could be dealing with finances and social media, or finances or stability or traditions and the youth and in schools as well. Okay. So that is what we have for the new moon. The new moon is where your ideas turn into something real. I don't know how many times I can say that with this new moon. Plus, it having a positive aspect with Jupiter, that's great. We do have some victim energy here, or we have some healing energy, so that's great as well. So, yeah,